Hello, and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 4. We have to do bond events today. It's pretty much going to take the whole... It's going to take the whole episode. I already talked to everyone on the ship in the last one, and we did that side quest. So this whole episode most likely is going to be bond events, unless they're all fast, but I highly doubt that. I'm just going to go by deck, honestly. We're going to start with Sarah. Yeah, it's been a little rough trying to set up or figure out in my head how I'm going to do everything, but even if this episode was like only an hour or less than an hour, that's fine. It's just going to be bond events because I want to break these up correctly now at this point. But it should be fine. About to head out to his grave to pay respects. Should be able to meet up immediately, sure, but we're going now. Oh, we're going to be at 2 hearts. Sarah, mind if we go together? Of course not, Reen. We're off to Ortis, okay? Yeah. It's kind of weird that we're just going back to the grave, though. After Sarah and Reen received a certain something from Governor Regnitz in Ortis, they headed to the same spot in Languedoc Canyon they visited last time. Oh, with all of them. This is the flag from the naval fortress, right? It'll make a fitting tribute to Colonel Valestine. Good thing Governor Regnitz kept it aside for us. There may be black pleroma grass here, but apparently it's not interfering with the spirit veins. That's good to know. You want to help, Reen? Sure. Pouring. Oh. Oh. The cleansing flame. That really worked. Huh. Huh. Looks like you found your way forward. Do you actually hear him? It's kind of a big deal. Never mind. Let's just brush it aside. We got to put some old ghosts to rest, too. Thank you for that. Be careful out there. I'd hate for you to die before things really start getting interesting. Same to you guys. Next time we meet, it'll probably be as enemies, though. It's expected. I have to turn my chair a little. Stupid green screen nonsense happens. I keep forgetting about it. Sarah, about what happened before. You know what? I figure I was just hearing things. What if I didn't do your last one, though? How would this go? Or maybe she wouldn't even be available. Or maybe my dad really did drop in to see how his beloved daughter is doing these days. If he did, he'll know I'm into a totally different kind of guy now. Huh? Uh-oh.
Come on, for real? You really are hopelessly dense sometimes. You know that. Unless someone else snatches you up soon, I won't count myself out of the running just yet.
Oh boy. Wait, that was your whole scene? Wow. No, that one was shorter than I thought. Yeah, I mean, you're both adults. I can't see him with Sarah, but I don't know. I can't necessarily write it off. I mean, it's Laura. That's what I'm going with. That was already decided. No one's suggested alternatives, so you know, that's what I'm going with. Maybe it's because things are a little less tense. As a matter of fact, I need to recharge my batteries for you two. Okay, spend some time with her. Are these all going to be short? I get what you mean. Maybe I'll take the opportunity to charge my own batteries a bit as well. Want something to drink, me say. It'll be my treat. Oh? I can't think of anyone else I'd rather spend my time with, instructor. The lounge is great and all, but maybe you can indulge me and listen to a request. There's a place I'd like to go, and I think it's a perfect chance. Why not? We can take the opportunity to gather some information, too. Did I get a character update last time? I'll have to double check. Rina Muse left the ship and headed towards Ordis. After some quick intel gathering, they ended up on the southern coastal road. I'm glad the weather's so lovely. I don't think I've ever been this far down the Oros coastal road. I've never... Oros? But the beach you guys went to is somewhere else, right? Yes, it's a popular spot with locals and tourists alike, or so I heard. This right here is a private beach belonging to the Cayenne family. With things the way they are, no one's felt like using either beach for a while now. This cannot be a private beach. Of course, that's certainly good news for us at the moment. What do you say, instructor? How about we make the most of our time alone? Alright, just this once. Interesting. Take that. Are you actually just having a normal... Now you've done it. A normal day with... This is weird. Hey, don't run, you'll trip. Over here, instructor. Catch me if you can. What the hell is going on? Oh my god. Muse. Oh, what's this? Instructor, look. Isn't this a pretty seashell? Oh. Seems like they've piled up a little since last time. But it feels different this time, somehow. What's wrong, Muse? Oh, it's nothing. Interesting. This is a very strange... Like, I mean, if you wanted Ring to be with Muse, that this would probably be a really good Bond event. So I'm just gonna treat it like that, but obviously it's not my choice. I'm just a little tired out. It's been ages since I last let loose like this. Yeah, you're like a kid on summer vacation. I guess nothing beats coming back to your hometown, huh? It's special, I'll give you that. I have so many memories of this place. My parents and I used to come here together all the time until they passed. Oh, that's right. You said you lost them in an accident at sea. What kind of people were they? I'm told by my grandfather on my father's side of the family was known for being hard and merciless. My father, on the other hand, was a very kind man. Despite this, he was a good leader and a clear successor to the Cayenne dukedom. I can't talk right now. As for my mother, from what I can remember, she was always very cool-headed. Like, no problem was too much for her. She used to travel all around the mare on business. While she was away, Father would teach me to play all kinds of games. Chess, cards, and even an Eastern one called shogi. That's when my talent started to show itself. You've been able to analyze the world like a game for that long? Must be because of my Arner heritage, like Roselia said. Maybe playing with me so much was my father's way of teaching me how to use this power. Mother played a lot of games with me too. That's where I picked up my head for strategy. Why can't I read? That kimono I wore before was originally a gift to my mother from her father. It's a little too big for me, but I had some alterations made. They sound like great parents. Yes, they were. After they died, my uncle shipped me off to St. Estrella, and that was that. But when I thought of the world as a game like they taught me, I felt like I was still connected to them. I guess that's why I analyze things so much. I can see how that would happen. But you know you don't need to do that all the time, right? Those skills aren't the only thing your parents left you. You're right. I may have been young, but I still remember the boundless love they showed me. And I've felt that same affection from Elise, Elfin, my instructors, Yuna, everyone really. The plan I put together for Mille Mirage caused a lot of suffering, but maybe it wasn't all bad. It led me to Class 7 after all. If I'd found you all just a moment or later, I might have lost what really made me human. Muse. You're not alone anymore. Please don't ever forget that. Class 7, Elise, Elfin, Tita, General Leguin, everyone in the world, just start naming. The list goes on. You've got plenty of people who care about you, me included. If you're worried over something, it's a good sign. Take it as a reminder that you didn't abandon your emotions completely. Oops. And if you do have problems, come tell me about them. Us. We'll do whatever we can to help. Instructor Reen. I'm like in my head too much, and it's screwing up my words again. If you really mean that, there's something I'd like to ask you to do. Will you hold on to my good luck charms for me? Your good luck charms? Here, take a look. Oh, are those the bullets you... Yes, they are... I brought them with me from when I gave the order to crash the Pantagruel into the other airship. The reminder of how we made it out before we could get caught up in the ship's destruction, and of how Operation Mille Mirage could have ended in the worst possible way but didn't. I'd like you to have them, at least while we're both a part of Class 7. Alright, I'd be glad to keep a hold of them for you. I hope one day you know for sure you'll never need to use them again. I won't be returning to them until then. Are you okay with that? Of course, that's fine with me. Oh. Is this... Rain, you better be trying to pull away or something. She's a... Muse, is that what you were after this whole time? All this time? You shouldn't leave yourself so open to attack, Instructor. Think of this as a bit of payback for the other day, and 2 months ago during our field exercises as well. Okay.
Those bullets would have saved me a great deal of pain. It's only fair I get a bit of pleasure in return, no? With this, no matter what happens with Mille Mirage, I know I'll be able to keep myself together.
You say. You're asking a lot, but I'll overlook it this once. Just don't get used to it, alright? You and I are still teacher and student. I mean, he's brought it up. Whatever you say, I won't tell anyone if you don't. And sharing a secret makes things all the more exciting, wouldn't you say? She's got me there, I guess. I'll just have to go along with it. Okay. Wasn't... After a while longer, Reen and Muse packed up and returned to the Courageous 2. Come to think of it, since there are 2 bullets, I'd say you owe me a second kiss. Don't push your luck. Oh boy. And it's a character... Oh no! Okay, I need to double check. Was Sarah a character note? Latina, Muse was done? Yeah, I have to do it. So just check that. Sarah. Shit. I have to do both Sarah and Muse. That means Max Love? Is it? Yeah. Max hearts for both of them. Are you kidding me? This is awkward. Reen, she's too young. Well, I mean, even he was like, this isn't allowed. She just kind of did it. But still. Damn it, Falcom. Okay. As the Grell's Ritter, I vowed to be of help to you all, Reen. I need to figure out what I'm lacking. That's my focus, the focus of my training here. What he's lacking, yeah. Hey, I've got a proposal for you, Gaius. How about we pay a visit to Brigadier General Bardius? Huh? Rumor has it his ancestors are warriors from Nord. So wouldn't that make him the perfect person to ask? Maybe you'll be able to get a few tips that'd help you work on any areas that you feel are lacking. And that does make some sense, now that I think about it. Though he must be pretty busy with the Viceland army. Well, once that's settled, let's make sure to get in touch. Rin and Gaius got in touch with the Viceland army and managed to reach Brigadier General Bardius. They decided to meet up in the Avon Hills since the Brigadier General had operations to attend to close by. I see. Huh. Thanks for agreeing to meet us here, Brigadier General. Yes, we appreciate you taking time out of your schedule. I wouldn't do this for just anyone. But since it's you guys, I got Lady Aurelia to lend us the Balklutha? Guess it helped. It was free at the time, anyway. I may have lost touch with my heritage, but I guess I figure I can still do some good here. I truly am thankful you came. I'm ready to dig into whatever you have to teach me. Whatever it takes to hone my skills as a Grelsritter, and protect my loved ones from whatever danger there may be. Ah, so that's how it is. Say, Gaius, how'd you like to spar with me? Huh? Right now? Why not? You've got to put that strength of yours to the test if you want to find your weak spots. But be warned, I will go all out against you, and I expect you to do the same. What do you say? I'm up for it. Chances like this don't come along every day. Can't come at me with everything you've got. Give it everything you've got. Fierce battle between Gaius and Wallace followed. Wallace struck out in full force, unleashing moves that had even forced the almighty conflagration into a corner. Gaius refused to give in, and with the power of his stigma, was able to match his opponent blow for blow. I thought I was going to have to fight. Man, Gaius, you kept pace with him the whole time. That's no small feat. Looks like the rumors about you were true, Black Whirlwind. You're not so bad yourself, Soaring Phoenix. You've got some impressive skills. Between your own natural ability and that stigma, I don't see this battle ending anytime soon. Guess we'll have to call in some friends. You're gonna have a race? Horses. That's right, thoroughbred war horses from the Bardius family's own stables. They're both fine and courageous mounts. Think you can handle them? We're settling it in a joust, huh? Fine by me. Oh, a joust. The battle moved into a head-to-head jousting match. It looked to be a long and grueling fight before either combatant gave in, but then... Ah, it's already over, huh? I mean, jousting's not exactly your average training. I've got to hand it to you, Wallace. You really gave me what for out there. Turned out to be not so evenly matched as before, huh? Could you tell what the difference was there, Gaius? Yeah, I think so. I had a feeling I'd lost sight of something all this time, but now it's finally starting to fall into place. Gaius. Well, good. All that wasn't for nothing then. It's been a while, so I think I'll treat my horse to a longer ride. Why don't you two stay back and rest a bit? You gonna be alright? Yeah, just a couple of scratches. I think he held back a little for the horse's sake. I'm still kind of in awe of him, though. It didn't take much for him to see right through me. Sounds like you pieced something together yourself. Yeah, I know now where I've been going wrong. What song is this? I got so caught up in being a Grelsritter that I forgot about what was so important to me as plain old Gaius Warzel. Is this the Nord theme? The reason I came to Erebonia, to Thors, was to learn about the outside world. To take all I picked up here and turn it into the strength to protect my homeland. Yeah, oh yeah, this song. You know, thinking back, the rest of us were really amazed by the lengths you were willing to go to. You had to adapt to an entirely new landscape, all for the sake of taking care of what you had back home. That really means something. I can say we're all inspired by how devoted you are to your land and your people. Oh yeah. I don't know if I'd go that far. I feel like I was just charging in without thinking things through. But it is true. I always had Nord and everyone there at the front of my mind when I did. Even inheriting the stigma and everything we went through during the Civil War was part of that. There were the winds that guided me from the very start, and the reason I'm standing here right now. I guess having wings makes it harder to feel a connection to the people back on the ground. It's a good line. But now, I feel like I've finally got my head out of the clouds and back where I belong. And I'll see to it that it stays that way. Narraboni is my second home. I'll protect it to the very end, along with Nord and the rest of the continent. Even the whole world, if it comes to that. You never do anything by halves, do you? Glad you've got your head together, Gaius. I'll be counting on you then. And of course, right back at you, Reen. I haven't heard this song in a long time? Or something similar to that. I know I've heard this song somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's the Nord theme. Welcome back. Are you ready to go again? I was hoping you'd be up for another jousting match. My performance back there was just pitiful. This time I'll show you what a Nord warrior can really do. So what do you say, Brigadier General Wallace Bardius? That's what being young's all about. You got yourself a rematch, Gaius Warzel. He's still gonna lose. No one beats Wallace. Following that, Reen watched Gaius and Wallace's equally balanced fight through to the end. Equally balanced, huh? Gaius, I have to get you a gift. You're just... Oh, you have a character update. So I gotta keep yours, too. Damn, I got a lot of character updates. 2 of 3, okay. And these are all going towards... Selena's done? Oh yeah, Rose's successor. You're done too? Interesting. You know, I wanna double check that. 40%. That's barely anything. My God. Okay, so that was these 3. I'm going to reload now, because we don't have enough points, obviously. Reload. We are going to do the second floor now. God, there's 4 people on the second floor. I'm just going to do all 5. I don't know who I'm keeping yet. If they all have character notes, this is going to be a problem. Wait a minute. Let's do Toa's first. Start with the outside and then go inside. I do need 1 second, though. Okay. Toa was being suspicious. We're going to figure out what's going on here. Oh, yeah. She already told us. It was about the crash. Right. Yeah. Hey, Toa, here's an idea. How about we go to the Nord Highlands together? Huh? I've actually been discussing this with Gaius for a while now. Sounds like it's going to be one of the major fronts of the war, so doing some recon would be smart. Merkaba is under repairs, so Gaius had kind of given up on the idea. But we should manage just fine if we have Valimar to take us there through the spirit path. That would definitely work, but aren't you really busy, Reen? I think this could lead to some really useful information for the Radiant Wings. I'm sure Gaius wants to visit his family, and it's not like bringing you along would cause things to run any less smooth. In fact, I'd wager the opposite. Having you along would be a great help. What do you say? Well... That's kind of a fart thing. Toa was initially a little hesitant to the idea of coming along, but Reen's insistence eventually won her over. Met up with Gaius, and with Valimar's assistance, they took the spirit path there. Oh, you chose an isolated spot because you know we're not going to actually come here for story? Yeah. You can kind of tell when it's built just for the scene. Like everything's a little more flat. It's flattened usually, but we really made it. I knew we could count on Reen and Valimar. Your defenses are still down, Gaius. Gaius, you should get going. Right, I'll be back after I check in with my family. I'll leave the repeater to you, Toa. Of course, give your family my best. So, yeah, this confirms it's the Nord theme, clearly, because we're in Nord right now. Gaius has been in 2 scenes already, or 2 bonds. Okay, guess we better get to setting up the repeater. Yeah, maybe we should set it up behind a boulder, where it can't be seen from the watchtower. Okay. The airship went down just beyond this mountain range, right? Yeah, in the no man's land right between Erebony and Calvard. The files said all the evidence of the incident had been covered up. It seems there's nothing left there. Oh. Hey, Reen, thank you. I think I feel a little better, a bit better now. As a kid, I was pretty unhappy that I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to my parents. But now I feel like I can move on. You're lying. Wow. Huh? Come on, how long have we known each other? You can't hide it from me. You're always putting others before yourself, even more than I do. But right now, there's no one here but you and me. For once, just be honest and open about your feelings, how you're feeling. Reen, do I look that down about it? It was 17 years ago. I was only 4 at the time, so I barely remember it at all. Just blurry images of people who I guess must have been my mother and father. Grief isn't determined by time. Besides, that's not all, is it? Grief isn't the only thing you're holding back. It's okay, just let it out. Reen, why would you say all this to me? I've been trying so hard not to let it get to me, but now... The war is just a few days away, and my uncle's been drafted. Hundreds of thousands of lives, maybe even millions, are hanging in the balance here. I was so happy when Angie came back, I could have cried. But George is still with the enemy, and there's no guarantee he'll change his mind anytime soon. And there's Crow. It seems like it's impossible for him not to disappear forever when this is all over. We don't even know for sure what'll happen to you, Reen. Yeah, my body's linked to the Great Twilight, and well, we all know about my heart. I might be headed towards the same fate as Crow.
Then why? Why are you making me speak from the heart? I've been at my limit so long, trying to keep it in the whole time.
Only 2 lines? It's fine. Crow, George, my parents, my grandfather, everyone I've ever loved has disappeared. If I lose you too, I can't. It's okay, Toa, I'm here. I don't know what the future holds, but I promise you, I won't give up until the very end. So please.
Ooh, you're impossible, Reen. Even if it's just an empty promise, I want to hear you say it. You bring me all the way out here, hold me in your arms, and still, it's not fair. It's just not fair.
I guess she needed that. That seemed a little more just like helping out a friend there, making her or helping her get it off her chest. Don't do what I... Oh, this breeze feels kinda nice, doesn't it? Yeah, thank you, Reen. I've been holding all that in for a long time. I never realized just how stubborn I am. Because, like, was it the first game or the second game? I think it was the second game where they're sitting in the student council office or whatever, and she forces him to, like, let it all out, too. I never realized just how stubborn I am. Angelica and Crow noticed what you were going through. Everyone was worried, so I took the liberty of doing something about it. It did show you a pretty pathetic side of me before graduation, after all. Oh, there you go. Oh, right. Right there. Oh, that must have been Trails 1. I don't know, it's been so long, I don't remember anything. I almost forgot about that. It was all Crow's fault. Then he came back and acted like it was nothing. Yeah, his behavior still bothers me a bit. Maybe it was 2, I don't know. It looks like we've both embarrassed ourselves in front of one another, huh? Fate must have brought us together, huh? You said huh back to back. You don't say huh back to back, Toa. I consider it an honor.
Hey, Reen. I mean it, you know? Every word.
Huh? It's your fault I'm saying this, you know. I didn't have the courage to bring it up until now. You brought me all the way out here and made me spill my guts. But at least I don't have anything left to be afraid of after that. Toa. Think of it as payback. I've still got plenty of flowers. Want to go offer them together? I'm sure my parents will appreciate it. Sure, I'd be glad to. It was almost a good shot. If they would have just centered it a little more, it'd be a perfect shot. Once guys returned, the group offered another prayer. Afterward, they used the spirit path to return to the Courageous 2. Bond up. Max and 2 hearts. And character note. Oh no. Toa, you gonna make me keep yours too? Altina? Oh, right, we reset. I forgot about that. God damn it. One of you needs to not have a character note update. Oh, it can't be Laura, though. Laura, you need a character note update. I'm not skipping Laura's, no matter what. Actually, I don't even care, really, because I can literally speed through this game in probably a few hours if I just skipped all the cutscenes the second time around. So it doesn't really matter. My father is sure to be waiting there for us. As such, I'd like to take this opportunity to train, on Brionia Island. Would it be okay if I accompanied you, Laura? We'll need all the training we can muster if we hope to get through this coming rivalry, after all. I see. I don't mind, of course. Having you there should make things no trouble at all. Let's be off, then. Why would they go back, though? Reen and Laura took Valimar to Brionia Island. They decided to finish their training with a no-holds-barred sparring match. They set off to find an appropriate spot. What was that? Reen, what's the matter? This present, it's... Flashback? Wait. This is what Roselia did. It isn't possible. It's the same as what happened with Roselia. The hell is going on here? Look. That's the thing we fought in the old schoolhouse, Loa Erebonius. Why is it here? You two are gonna try to fight it? I was told a number of them appeared in Heimdall alongside the Grawl. Yeah, they did. But it's huge. How could something like that have been there without us? No, it can't be. Could it be due to the Septarian's shell buried here? I think so. I mean, it's a fragment of something from before the Great One was formed. Everything that's going on with Operation Jormungand could have set off a reaction between the shell and the spirit veins. What the... Where's it going? Looks like it's heading for Ordis. You just shot into the water. What insane destructive power. You can't let something like that reach Ordis. Maybe it's because we're in the same subspace. But I can't sense Valimar. Yarkus 2 isn't connecting either. We won't be able to get in touch with the others for a while. We'll just have to stop it ourselves then. It won't be easy, but so long as I'm with you, I know we stand a chance. Together we'll find a way. You're right, let's go, Laura. Don't have an actual battle. Okay. The battle against the giant Loa Erebonius raged long and hard. Rin and Laura made strategic use of the terrain and gradually pushed the Goliath back. Working closely in sync, they continued their onslaught until finally...
Termination slash dusk!
Dusk, huh? Hey, you haven't used that in a while. Now taste the wrath of Arcades.
Radiant Phoenix Blade!
Why didn't you just say that, Laura? This game has the most sporadic voiced lines locations. Ah. Yeah, looks like that did the trick. Nice job, Laura. I knew you had it in you. Your technique just now was every bit as good as the Viscount's. Better even. You think so? It didn't feel quite right to me. Maybe I really have taken a step closer to my father. Laura? Sorry, it's just so bizarre how far we've come. A single Loa Erebonius was almost more than the entirety of Class 7 could handle once, but now just 2 of us can defeat one. I'd never have thought fighting for someone with all of your heart would grant this much power. Laura.
I will neither run nor hide from my feelings. I love you, Reen. Not just as a dear friend, or as a fellow swordsman walking the same path, but with my whole heart.
She is so forward. Like, she's the last person you'd think would be this forward, but she is super forward. It's alright, you don't have to give me an answer. This is hardly the time or the place for romance. There are other more important things that demand our attention. You must win the rivalries, and I have to surpass my father. To do that, we need to dedicate ourselves to improving our skill. You're right. I'll be counting on you from here on. Okay. I liked that one a lot. But I don't know. Well, I mean, they keep saying that, which I'm assuming the it's all right, you don't have to give me an answer kind of thing. They keep putting it off because they're gonna force you into these scenes where you get kissed by other people all the time. I think they just want to make sure you're not locked in until the end of the game or something. I don't know. Reen and Laura retreated to the lodge to patch up their wounds. After a short rest, they returned to the ship together. Max? What the hell? Oh, because she's already maxed. Right. She was already maxed before that, so we didn't get anything. Laura, you're the only one who didn't have a note. Oh, no. Well, we'll see. I'm going to keep Laura's, obviously, no matter what. But did she change places? You weren't in here before. Oh, here you are, Laura. Nice work back there. Thank you. I've rested up enough to prepare to undergo the trial at the sanctuary. I'll be counting on you again then. I never expected love could make a person so strong. I feel unstoppable now. Like, even surpassing my father is a goal within my reach. It's great. I don't intend on slowing down either. That's great. That's great. That's all you're gonna say, Reen? It's fine. It's fine. Preparing for the sanctuary, but this letter, the letter. From Colonel Mueller. I'd say you have plenty of time, Kurt. After all, this is my own pupil's family matter. We're talking here. Not some strangers. If I can help in any way, all you have to do is let me know. I'll be there for you as best I can. Instructor. Thank you so much. I know I can be somewhat of a burden at times. There's a certain place I'd like to go. Could I get you to accompany me? I don't know, how random is it? Reen and Kurt set off together. Along the way, they talked about the contents of the letter. Oh, Parn. Okay. I don't see any military police here. I thought this was supposed to have been converted to a conscription office. I suppose they left everything empty here when their forces were diverted to the Heimdall area. So they're gone? Or just for their cutscene they're gone? Ah, there you are, Kurt. Oh, is it Mueller? Hello, Mueller. You meet again, Lieutenant Colonel. Oh, shit. What was your... I don't know. Yes, this reunion came earlier than I expected. I'm glad to see you nonetheless, Reed. I apologize for calling you away for this. I'm sure you have more pressing matters to attend to. It's no problem. I'm here to help lend Kurt my full support as his instructor. And if that wasn't enough of a reason, you did go out of your way to delegate me as his partner. I still can't quite believe it. Did you really find Roland's twin swords? It's true. Twin swords? Both of them? Because we didn't do the first quest. This one's different, because Kurt already had the other sword last time. But I didn't save his, because there was no updates. Okay, so you did continue the quest this stuff. I thought I was going to just throw it out because I didn't do the first one. That's good. He's not gonna... He doesn't have the memory, though, from his ancestor. Well, would you look at that? Roland Vander was a legendary knight who protected Emperor Dreikels during the War of the Lions. He met his end in that war, and the twin swords he wielded were lost. We stumbled upon them while we were readying the Courageous II. It was as if something led us to them. As if fate demanded they be found in this current era. You know what I summoned you here for, don't you, Kurt? Indeed, I read the letter. You want me to have Roland's twin swords under one condition. Instructor Reen and I go through with this trial of yours. Forgive my asking, but why am I included in this? This seems to be a Vander family business. I'm not even trained in this school of swordsmanship. I understand how arbitrary all of this must feel to you, but it wasn't my decision to make. The moment I grasped this sword, I sensed Roland's will. The two of you stand before me as the successors of Roland's dual blade style and the inheritor of the Ashen Knight. Moreover, your relationship's not unlike Roland and Emperor Dreikels, who cut their way through the War of the Lions side by side. Roland died before his time. I refuse to stand by and let history repeat itself with you, Kurt. It's why you must prove yourself more able than him, and you, Ashen Chevalier, show me you've surpassed Dreikels himself. Are you seeing this aura coming off the swords? So we've got to defeat both you and Roland in spirit? Very well, I accept the challenge. I've long looked up to you and my ancestor of legend. If it's a test of mettle you want, I'll face you both head on. Well said, Kurt. If it's the two of us, I'm sure we can accomplish this much. I can't talk. Let's do it, Kurt. So many fierce battles taking place. And so their fierce battle began. Mueller, empowered by Roland's spirit, came at them with an unrelenting assault, attacking with even more power than he showed in his fight outside the Infernal Castle. But Reen and Kurt struck in perfect sync with each other, managing to turn the battle into an even match. And then, now, yeah. You beat him. Not too shabby at all. Indeed, well done. Roland's equally impressed by the ability you've demonstrated today. You've earned the right to wield his swords, Kurt. How would this go if you already had one of the swords, Kurt? This scene would be entirely different, right? Thank you, Mueller. Does he get to keep them? Oh, is it a glamour? Like Eustace's? So, how do they look? They fit you perfectly, Kurt. You certainly look the part as Roland's successor. I'm proud of you, Kurt. Encouraging you to join the branch campus was definitely the right choice. That means a lot to hear. I'm well aware I've yet to reach the heights of swordsmanship or experience you, Father, and Roland have. But I've managed to gain so many things nobody else ever could. And I owe it all to the friends I've come to bond with, including Instructor Reen. Couldn't have said it better myself, Kurt. Working together, I know we'll reach ever greater heights. Of course. Reen and Kurt bid Mueller farewell, wishing to see him sooner rather than later. The return of the courageous, Kurt carrying his new swords with undisguised joy and astonishment. There they are. Cosmetic items. Yeah, I know how to do that. Okay, that puts him at max, but please... character note. So I'm going to try to keep Kurt's for that reason. Celine's I'm probably not going to keep no matter what, because Celine's already finished. Right? Allies? Yeah, Celine's already finished. So, we're going to see Celine's, but we're not going to keep that. Am I keeping Toa's, though? God, this is so hard to decide. What are we at? Over 45 minutes. We have 2 left. This letter's piqued my curiosity both through the contents and its seal. Oh, yeah. Probably Cedric asking to meet, I'm assuming. Now, allow me to serve as your escort, Your Highness. You do want to go find out about what this is all about, right? You know me too well, Reen. Are you sure it's all right, though? What if this is some form of a trap? It'll be okay. I'll be right there to protect you no matter what happens. Let's get to Valimar and head on over. Let's do it. Rain and Elfin awaited their chance before using Valimar's warp function to infiltrate the city limits of Heimdall. They then made their way to the uncannily quiet roads to the old field exercise camp on the South Austria Road. Do you realize how long of a sentence... I'm never going to stop complaining. Okay. Oh, God. I'm assuming it's Cedric. There you are. What kept you what kept you? I had a feeling it'd be you. Yeah. Brought his knight and everything. Reen, I see you've come along as Elfin's personal escort. I must apologize for the unsightly display you were forced to witness yesterday. Your Highness. Enough beating around the bush, Cedric. Why did you send a letter like that so suddenly? Don't tell me, was this all just a ploy to get Reen to come? Nothing of the sort. I gave up on Reen a long time ago. We have to face each other in the rivalries someday, after all. You're the one I wanted to see, Alphen. I'll get right to the point. I want you to leave the Crimson Wings. It's Radiant Wings. Go to Ordis. You'll be safe there with Mother until this all blows over. So that's it. As if I could ever do something so preposterous. How can you expect me to sit idly by while Oliver and his allies fight tooth and nail to... What does it matter either way? Do you honestly believe you can make a difference? The real world is nothing like the confines of the palace walls or the gates of St. Estrella. You don't stand a chance on your own. Your Highness has become an invaluable member of the Courageous Two's crew. We have no reason to doubt her abilities. Perhaps that was overstating things. I don't think you're entirely helpless. But it's a big ship, and there are plenty of capable Thor students on board as it is. It's not going to drop out of the sky just because you decide to leave. She looked a lot younger there. Perhaps you did manage to find a purpose during the Civil War. As a symbol of the Imperial Army, family. But there's no such place for you in the squabble between Jormungand and Mille Mirage. You know that, don't you? This has gone beyond just a mere domestic conflict. This is a war that could very well engulf the entire world as we know it. The fury that's about to be unleashed is greater than you can possibly imagine. It's only a matter of time before you, Olivert, and the Crimson Wings gets caught in the crossfire. Why do you care? You literally said you want to burn the world to restart it. Everyone's gonna die. Why do you care about Elfin going to Ordis to be safe? Right? And once that happens, there won't be any last-minute miracles left to save you. Reen, surely you see where I'm coming from here. I know you care about Elise every bit as much as I do Elfin. Is a warship really any place for them? Don't we owe it to our sisters to get them away from all this fighting? Well, Reen's too kind to say it, but the fact is, you're not helping, Elfin. You're not a soldier, you're not even a military academy student. You have no business being anywhere near a battlefield. Oof. Think of Mother. Having you close by would be such a comfort to her. Or you could go and be with Father before his surgery, though even that's a little too close to the front lines for my liking. That's enough, Cedric. Thank you. I know this is all your way of showing me you care. Of course I care. You're my sister, my kith and kin. When we were children, you always stood up for my sake. Nobles who deemed me too weak to be heir. Commoners who fawned blindly over your intellect and grace. You defended me to all of them alike. I was so grateful and at the same time so frustrated. But now our roles have reversed. It's time for the strong to protect the weak. The way it should be. You're right. Sometimes I hate just how powerless I've been. But I'm not going to use that as an excuse to give up on myself. I'm sorry, Cedric. It's taken me this long to bring myself to say that. When your health failed you after the war, there was nothing I could do, and somehow Chancellor Osborne saved you. But that was when your lust for power began. You were like a different person. As time went on, the change in you started to frighten me. I felt so guilty for not being there when you needed me most. I just didn't know how I could face you anymore. Perhaps a part of me felt like you'd grown up and left me behind too. Elfin. But look where that's gotten us now. You loved our family more than anyone, and yet you did nothing to protect Father and Olivert from their fates. And I'm no better for letting you. Stop it. Stop it right now. I will not. We need to talk about this now more than ever. Jormungand, Mille Mirage, none of it means a single thing. The one thing that's always mattered to me, to us, above all else, is family. Whether Crimson or Radiant, I have no intention of leaving these wings. I will find the strength to support both Olivert and Reen, and even to stand against you should it come to that. Princess Elfin. I'm sorry you feel that way, Elfin. This was your final chance. Prince Cedric. We'll put an end to this, next time we meet, permanently. Elfin, Reen, I hope you don't come to regret this path you've chosen. Sure. Cedric, wait! Father's surgery is coming up. Is it too much to ask that you pray for him? The whole family bands together. Adios is sure to hear us. Oh no, is he cursed? Or is he just being a stubborn little rebel child? Majestically said, Your Highness. It's conviction like that that makes you the pride of the Radiant Wings, of all of Erebonia.
I'm sorry, Reen. I know I went too far, but I had to say something. So why did things have to turn out like this? In spite of it all, he's still my brother. I'm the closest family he has.
Exactly. You reached out to him in a way only you could. You may not realize how right you were just yet, but it'll come around eventually. Kurt and I will make sure of it.
Reen. Oh, Reen.
Oh, that was just randomly cut off. That is Fee's voice actor, right? Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure. Reen and Alphen used Valimar to escape the city limits and return to the Courageous. Maxed! Ooh, that's not looking good, Alphen. No character update, huh? Not looking good. That was a good scene, though. Thank you for all the time you've spent with me, Reen, for being by my side. It's been a true honor, Your Highness. I think it was the first time Cedric and I truly shared how we felt with each other. Though I didn't mean for you to see that side of me. You have nothing to be embarrassed about, I promise. You're always so kind, Reen. I most appreciate it. I've decided it's finally time that I face him in earnest. Please accompany me, Reen. I need someone else at my side. Of course, Your Highness. Oh, I have to undo that one. Really? I mean, it's fine. It's fine. The first time around, you don't get to keep them all. In this one, I'm really suspicious of Celine right now, so what could she be doing? Is she talking to someone? What's going on here? Maybe I should have... I think it's about her taking over for Roselia. Thank God you don't have a heart attached. Falcom would have some explaining to do if this was the case. Hey, Celine, what in the world... Oh, Krianos. We'll be flying out soon, then... wait. It's close to the village, right? Yes, please. Is that Vita relaying through Krianos, or was that... Celine? That blue bird, where the hell did it go? What the hell? Close to the village. Could it be Valimar? With an idea of where the location could be, Reen hurriedly boarded Valimar and began searching for Celine. Oh. Is Krianos back? Well, he's not totally there. There you are, Celine. What, huh? What are you doing here? Getting distracted here, are we? It's his voice, so I don't know if it's Krianos or Vita. Celine, let me help. No way, just stay where you are. Don't butt in when I'm training, got it? Wait, what? Let's make an exception this time, shall we? Yeah. It was you all along, Vita. Would you like to try this again, Reen? Get on with it, Celine. This isn't how it was supposed to go down. Oh well. I don't know what's going on, but if Celine needs my help, she's got it. Reen took part in a challenging practice session. My, that was more satisfying than I thought it would be. We'll meet again soon, you two. Wait, is Krianos... Explain? It seems... she said she had a part of Krianos still with her. And it could be used to revive. I don't know. Phew. Now, can you explain what that was all about? Wasn't that blue bird? You can be a real nuisance sometimes, you know. At least you didn't entirely ruin things for me. Why did you come here anyway? Also, it was completely unnecessary to have Valimar send you all this way. You're the one who just disappeared without a word. I was worried about you. I had a feeling you wouldn't have done that without a reason, but I didn't want to take any chances. Oh. My bad. I'm sorry I worried you. You apologized? Celine apologized? What the hell? Wasn't that blue bird Vita's familiar? Yes, that was Krianos. An illusion of him, anyway. Yeah. Do you know how many times you've showed that? He was destroyed back then, but Vita managed to summon his scattered energy. Recreating a destroyed familiar isn't easy. Huh. But I wouldn't put it past Vita to actually bring a new one into existence instead of conjuring an illusion. Yeah, Vita's definitely powerful enough. They're both very special. Grianos was created using unique mana in order to help Vita reach her full potential as a witch. My role was to assist Emma. I was given the ability to speak and shapeshift, but I'm not nearly as powerful. So I decided to improve to my improvement myself. I see, that's why you disappeared, to train. After what we learned at the Lunar Sanctuary, I could see no other choice. I have my pride and responsibilities as Emma's familiar and as part of Rosa's spirit. That's not all, I suppose.
What do you mean?
Reen, you're as sharp as a marble, aren't you? Why do you think I went beyond my duty as Emma's familiar to provide assistance to the rest of you? Why did I even go so far as to take on a human form for training? It's because there's someone I want to look after, duh. Oh. Sometimes I ask myself why I bother. It's worth it, though, despite everything. I fought alongside you in the Civil War and stuck with you even after you graduated. And as I learned more about humans, I discovered we shared certain values. I've changed. You changed me.
Celine.
I'll get you for that someday. You better promise that you won't ever give up. Meow.
Okay, I promise. It's like the only appropriate head pat in the entire game, because she's a cat.
If anything knocks me down, I'll get back up right away, so I can keep going. I won't betray the trust you have in me. I have no idea what fate has in store, but I'll keep on fighting. And I'm sure you'll need my help along the way. That's fine though, I'll be there for you. But I'm counting on you to stand on your own 2 feet most of the time, Reen Schwarzer.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, that was a good one.
After that, Celine turned back into a cat for some odd reason. They took a breather together and then headed back to the Courageous 2. She just doesn't like being human, I guess.
That's it. Typical. I was hoping to train in secret, but no, you just had to find me, didn't you? Anyway, this is no time for us to be chatting. We've got a second rivalry coming up. Right, gotta focus.
Okay, I've done them all. And it's, wow, that's just an hour episode. Yeah, I was most concerned about this because there's a lot of talking back to back that's unavoidable in this. Like, I can't take a break in between as far as, like, to do other stuff. Like I will be able to for this stuff. We can talk to NPCs, we can go do whatever battles we need to do, all that. But Bond events, it's just straight talking the whole time. So I really wanted to get it out of the way because, I don't know, it's hard to do multiple episodes of this a day to record ahead for later when I have to talk this often. It really slows me down. So I thought about not doing Bond events today, but what better time? Just get it done. Has this changed? No. I thought maybe we'd be able to see some updates here, but okay, so we got a lot to do in the next one. A lot. I'm at least going through all of these places. We're gonna do whatever side quests are here. Maybe I'll just go through all these places and these in the one after that. Although Ortis is huge, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to do the trial chests on my own, so you don't have to worry about that. And as far as this goes, the only character updates I didn't get were Alphen and Celine. So those two I have to leave off, basically. I can do all the rest. Which means I actually have to reload before I save, or that's useless. So, yeah, I'm gonna go around and do them. I'm gonna have to do Sarah, Muse, Laura, Kurt. Then, Gaius for sure. And then if I get another point, I'll do Tiller later. Just so you know which ones we're keeping.
because I'm sure I'll get a point from one of the side quests. But that's going to be the end of this one, so thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I'll see you in the next one.